Welcome back. Tonight, a love story more than 8 decades in the making.
Back in 1934, Franklin Roosevelt was serving his first term as president. Americans were suffering through the Great Depression, and here in Richmond, Louise and Harwood Cochrane got married.
8 News anchor Amy Lacey sat down with them as they prepared to reach yet another milestone.
They're weeks away from their 81st wedding anniversary.
I can't believe that, though. I don't count the years anymore.
But when you get Louise and Harwood Cochrane talking, you're taken back to 1930s Richmond. She was a teenager from Halifax. He was a milk delivery man with Hanover roots, 3 years her senior.
We met on a blind date. He had a date with my friend, and he brought his cousin along, and I dated his cousin. The next day, he called me, wanted to see me again.
In those early days, there were double dates and flights over Richmond. On the ground, there was courting at Bill's Barbecue. On March 31st, 1934, they made it official with a simple wedding in the minister's parlor at Tabernacle Baptist Church.
He was starting a business, so he had to go out of town the next morning. We couldn't go anywhere. And he promised me a honeymoon, and he's still promising it. We haven't had it yet.
You're working on it.
What?
I'm still working on it.
You're working on it, yes.
So there was no official honeymoon during their humble beginnings. But what evolved was a marriage filled with life. In 1935, Harwood founded Overnight Transportation, the first of his 2 trucking companies, a $1 billion+ business. It afforded the Cochranes opportunities like no other.
Quite a few.
Gracious, we went to so many exciting places. Don't you say so.
So.
Along with experiences, they were a family. 3 daughters, 7 grandchildren, and now 12 great-grandchildren later. But they never stopped working on just the 2 of them.
It's a two-way game. You can't always have your way. Sometimes let him have his way. And you'll have some rough times ahead. We did, but you lived through it. That makes you a little bit stronger, I think.
Even in those tough times, like losing a daughter, the Cochranes have been driven by a deep sense of philanthropy, supporting Richmond landmarks like the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts.
We felt like that was a place when we had some money to give away that everybody could enjoy.
They have a passion for art. Louise still paints in her home studio as often as she can. She has an exhibition at Louis Ginter this month and is planning for one at VMFA next year for her 100th birthday. And after all these years, the Cochranes still share so much.
We enjoy the opera, we enjoy the symphony. When you get our age, it's hard to find fun. It's fun in just living, I guess. We go to church and we take a ride in the country every Sunday after church, and we enjoy that kind of a thing, but we don't really take trips anymore.
Unless you count those trips down memory lane. There are still plenty of those.
Are you happy you stayed with me?
I'm a happy man.
Yeah. Anything you like to do you haven't done?
There's a few people I like to punch in the nose.
Laughter, love, life with each other.
I just think we belong together now.
In Richmond, Amy Lacey, 8 News.
Apparently they do, and he's quite sassy, but she keeps him on track. I love it.
I'm working on it, and I like to punch the people in the nose. I like that guy a lot.
He tells it like it is.
Sure
We
does.
appreciate the time they spent with us.